What are you guys sitting on the back of the truck for, man? We're in Canada. Yeah, that's right. We crossed the border. So today we're going to Banff. We spent the night at Fort Steele, British Columbia, which was awesome. It was beautiful. The mountains are amazing. And today we've got to hitch up and go to Banff. How do you do it all? Well, the answer is you can't, but we're going to do as much as we can. We're going to share it with you. We're going to bring you along. So stick around, make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and let's go to Banff.
Not want to live here in the winter.
Huh. Well, you don't know what it's like because you've never been here in the winter.
No, but I do know that it's colder than what I'm used to.
All right, not gonna lie, that one was a little tough to get into. Took us a minute to kind of get it where we wanted it, or as best we could, because there's this big tree right in the middle of the entrance of the site. So that was pretty tough to get into, but we did it. Took us a few tries to get in there, but it's like everything is set up pretty well. So unfortunately, somewhere along the line, of trying to get into this side over here to back into our site, ended up, oh, if you can see it, running tree branches down the side of the RV. So some little scratches in the gel coat, so I'll have to work on that later, but I can't do it right now. All right, so this is Tunnel Mountain Village 1 Campground. We're inside J29. We're gonna be here for 4 nights boondocking, and so far it's absolutely beautiful. It smells great out here, and this is for sure bear country. But look, we got a trail right here at the camper. Beautiful sight. Here comes my old lady.
What are you doing?
I'm talking to these folks.
Oh, hi.
I was telling them all about our drive in here.
Yeah?
It was absolutely gorgeous.
It was amazing.
Yeah. And then I said, I wonder if there's really bears out here.
They say there are.
What's for boondocking dinner?
Well, it's
Pork roast?
pork roast.
Right on. Sounds great. Just that good.
Right, so I think I know what you hit that tree right there. It was those branches right there.
It was those branches. Yep.
Yeah.
Trying, because over there, yeah, I see. Whatever. Wasn't my fault. We all set. It's easy to set up when you're boondocking because there's nothing for me to hook up. Anyway, it's easy for me because there's nothing to hook up. So. All right, so it's raining outside. It's pretty nasty. If you look outside, it is pretty gloomy, and it's actually pretty cool. It's turned off pretty cold outside. Instead of doing any hikes or the gondola today, what we're going to do is try to strap on our raincoats and head down to the town of Banff. So come along with us. Hashtag go Alaska.
Right. Go on.
Oh,
That's it.
only you can prevent forest fires. Look at the. That's a magpie?
Yeah.
Magpie. Well, it's really cool because you walk down the street with all these stores and all this stuff going on, turn around and look up off in the distance and see the giant mountains that are surrounding you. It's almost like for a second you forgot where you're at, but definitely can say that you need to come here and give it a shot yourself because absolutely, absolutely amazing. The sun's peeking out a little bit, which is cool. We're going to try to get a hike in, but check this thing out.
Nomad Family.
.ch. Huge overlander. The thing is awesome. 2040. So I'm going to have to look all the details I can. This thing, AROX. Nomadfamily.ch. Don't know who they are. That is a Krug, K-R-U-G expedition vehicle. You know, being in Canada and everything, there's so many different types of vehicles that we are not used to seeing. So, all right, so we're getting ready to do the Tunnel Mountain Hoodoo's viewpoint. And let me tell you, it's absolutely breathtaking. Already, we're at the parking lot. I mean, look at that. Just look at that.
This is just too much.
It is quite majestic.
I would say nary a human has been walking down there.
It's just everywhere you turn. Like there's no shortage of, oh my goodness. Yeah. What the heck is a hoodoo? Hoodoo.
Who knew there were hoodoos here?
Yep. There's a big hoodoo.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Every picture is like you're in Dances with Wolves or something.
You are.
We're dancing with the wolves.
We are.
Yeah, we are, but it's just that's
Dance,
how I feel.
Ken.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, how you doing?
So
There you go.
did you roll down your windows when we were driving on the way in here? It smelled like Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, we always go to these places and it's like, wow, this is the most beautiful place I've ever been. This is the most beautiful place.
It is. This is. I was just saying, you can go here and take pictures, but you can never, ever really explain this to anyone until they have to come here and see it for yourself. So, if you get a chance to come to Banff National Park in Canada, definitely worth the trip and the effort to get here.
Right, so the reward is definitely worth the
Yeah.
work.
You enjoying it? Yeah.
This. Right there. I
Yeah.
can just put my old tent right there.
Just sit there. So far away from everything.
Amazing.
Hey, bear. Hey, bear. No bear. That's a good bear. That's a good bear. That's a good bear. Good bear. Oh, yeah. Good bear. I wonder if that is like a joke in the bear community. We're all out here going, hey, bear. Hey, bear. And they're like, hey, at least they let us know exactly where they're at. So the Tunnel Mountain Hoodoo Overlook Trail is a pretty easy trail. It's about 1.1 miles in, the same out. You can make it a little harder. There's a secondary trail off to the side. Not much of an elevation gain, like 200 or 300 feet over the whole trail. So it's definitely doable with kids.
She is tearing it up.
She's got ninja power. Got ninja power.
That's yeah.
Now that's a hill.
Like you walk up to it and you have to start climbing.
Look at that. It's clear today, boy.
I mean, how big
That
a
is
hill you
great.
got?
How big a hill you want, boy? Because look at that. So the smoke's like, yeah.
Turn left onto the Trans-Canada Highway, Alberta 1 West ramp to Lake Louise.
All right, that's what we'll do. All right, so we just want to take a real quick break here and welcome our newest hitchhiker, our newest subscriber, and that's Elliot. So, hey, Elliot, thank you.
Hey. Hi, Elliot, thank you.
So, as you can tell, we're here at a lake.
We're at Lake Louise.
Lake Louise, Banff National Park. So it's one of the two most photographed lakes, the other being Lake Moraine. And we are at Lake Louise. So Lake Louise was named after Princess Louise as the Duchess of Argyll. First discovered by modern men when the Canadian Railway was coming through the Bow Valley and they were putting in the rail line and back in the 1870s. And it was added to the Banff National Park in 1892. Ever since then, it's been protected and has become quite the tourist attraction, as you can tell. But it is absolutely spectacular. It's like bucket list kind of stuff, right?
Definitely a check off the bucket list.
Yeah, you don't want to miss this. So the way you get here is there is a parking lot here, but it's very small. They say that it fills up very early in the morning, 5:30 a.m. The best way to get here is by shuttle, and that gets you to both lakes.
Both lakes.
Yeah.
Because you cannot park at Lake Louise and then get on the shuttle to go to Lake Moraine.
No.
You have to.
Yeah,
you have to start out.
You got to start out on the shuttle. Another note is the road to Lake Moraine is actually closed June to September to vehicle traffic, so you can't drive there anyway. The only way to get there is to either hike 20 some odd kilometers, bike it on the road, or take the shuttle. So the only real feasible way for most people to actually see Lake Moraine during the summertime is to take the shuttle. And it's pretty cost effective. All right, so we're gonna put a sticker here, home on the edge. So if you happen to come here, find our sticker and take a picture. Or at least let us know, if it's still here. That way we know we need to come back and replace it. What? Come back. Come back, shuttle. We're gonna go down here to this shuttle and go to see Lake Moraine. It really is the easiest way to do it.
You have a ticket?
Yeah, I got our ticket. I have the ticket.
Now we're talking.
Now you're talking.
Now we're talking Glacier Lake.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Now that
Lake Moraine.
is Lake Moraine. Look at, okay. It might be a little cool. It might be a little cold.
I might have wanted a jacket.
No, I'm all right. You all right?
Yeah.
Okay. It could be a little.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so it's a little colder here than we thought it was going to be. Lake Moraine is like 6,100 feet in elevation, and it is windy and it's cold. And I didn't bring a jacket, but you can tell a distinct difference in the water color because Lake Moraine is a glacial fed lake. It's actually fed from waters from a melting glacier. So the rock flour that's in the water causes the water to be that turquoise blue.
It's the end of June. I recommend that you bring a coat.
Exactly.
So you have the log jam
Yeah.
and the rock pile.
And a professional tip from Home on the Hitch, bring a jacket.
Always come prepared.
Yes, always come prepared. If you're going to visit a glacier lake, you should wear some clothes.
So you can see who's the prepared one of the bunch.
Me, her. Hey, bear. Hey, bear. Hey, bear. Good bear.
Who's a gooper?
Who's a good bear?
Gooper.
My confidant said.
No.
See, they both said no.
Is it on backwards, Ken? It's on backwards.
Something's on backwards. His head or his hat?
My head.
The head or the hat?
No, I don't like that one.
See?
You know it's corny, but I don't know how to thank you. Barb and I wouldn't have come on we would have went some places, but we wouldn't have come here.
Yeah.
And This was such a good idea.
You're going all kinds of places.
Well,
We do all kinds of crazy crap. They go all kinds of places that we probably don't have any business going, but you got to get out of your, like we were talking about, you have to get out of your comfort zone.
and you got to be able to say, well, what is a moraine lake? And you come see it and you go, you can't even describe it. Then you hope that you can find the words to tell other people that don't come here.
And you can't.
You can't.
And you can't.
The only thing people can do is come here, witness it for themselves.
Absolutely.
And be awestruck.
Yeah.
Sleepy kid.
You sleepy boy.
Are you sleeping?
Are you sleeping? I made a list of what we've learned here at Banff, and since we've been in Canada, which has only been a few days, but we've learned quite a bit. So we're going to share a few tips with you on that. So 100 kilometers an hour is 62 miles an hour.
It sounds like a lot, but it's really not.
And if you go 100 kilometers an hour, you'll get passed by the locals, and they'll blow their horn at you. It's new math.
It is like new math.
It's new math. No, it's not that hard to get used to. It's like when you cross over the border, and then the first thing you see is like 100 kilometers an hour and 272 kilometers to the next gas, and you're like, I don't know how far that is.
I don't know what I'm doing.
But so it doesn't take very long to get used to.
Tip number 2 is bring your raincoat.
Yeah, it rains a lot here in the summertime.
And it can be kind of chilly too.
Yeah, it's the middle of June and it's in the upper 30s, low 40s. But I love it. I love that. So,
you know, I mean, as you know, we're from the South, so we're used to it being 100 degrees at this point.
Yeah. Yes. So a big one that we did not know that you're going to need to know out, and this is really pertains to like the national parks here in Canada and Banff, particularly because that's where we were camping. We made our reservation for Tunnel Mountain Village Campground 1, which is the beautiful campground that we were staying at here at Banff. You have got to have a valid national park pass to even be in the campground. You're not going to find that anywhere on any literature that you're given after your reservation, and they don't ask you to see it when you check in. How you find that out is if you go into the town of Banff or you go to any trailhead, anywhere inside the national park, and even pay to park online, and you pay for 3 or 4 hours of parking. When you come back, you're going to have a ticket on your windshield because you don't have a valid park pass. So
that was a little tricky, and I really think that they should have said something when we checked in, you know, asked.
I think that would be great. Now,
do you have a park pass?
What would be better is what they do for Jasper National Park. So to drive north towards Jasper National Park to get to Prince George and go the way we're going, you have actually, we're going to be on the Icefield Parkway. So you've actually got to have a valid national park pass to drive on the Icefield Parkway because it bifurcates through Jasper National Park.
So they have booths set up
like a toll booth.
Road.
Yeah, so when you look it up on Google Maps or whatever, it's going to say toll road. It's not a toll road, but you got to have a national park pass. The good thing, the way they have it set up there, though, with that section of road, is you actually have to go and you can talk to someone and buy it there if you don't have it. But when we drove into Banff, we had no clue whatsoever. The milepost.
The milepost.
The milepost is essential.
I started putting little stars on our map so to mark where we've been, and I was like, oh, crap, I should be using the milepost. And that really would have come in handy earlier in our trip when we were going down that mountain and there was all the little pull-offs.
So she's figured out now how to navigate the milepost. Give yourself, I think she would probably even tell you, read the introduction. It tells you how to use the book, and give yourself a little bit of time before you're like in the throes of trying to figure out where you're going to figure out how to use it. But she's got it. Squirrel!
Squirrel!
There's so much information in it. All of the pull-offs and whether there's trash or pit toilets and how many miles / kilometers it is from this town that way to this town in front of you. It's really an essential thing because, and it's got all the maps, because a lot of times you don't have service and you can't plug anything into your GPS. You look in, if you're using your phone, you're not getting anything. You have to buy bags at Walmart.
Oh, you should make sure that you bring your own grocery bags
Yeah.
everywhere you go. Mel is always prepared. Get the bugs out of my hair.
Anyway.
No. Mel is always prepared. I keep a couple of little tote bags in my purse anyway.
So we were saved. And you gotta have a loonie.
Oh, right. You have to have a loonie, which is a Canadian dollar, to put into the cart because all the carts are coin operated.
Well, that's gonna wrap it up for this video, and that's gonna wrap it up, unfortunately, for our time in Banff. We'll tell you another last little tip is you need weeks upon months to come to this area and see a fraction of what is here. So if you've ever wanted to come here, I'll tell you right now, the effort is worth the reward. The payoff is huge. All right, so that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up, notification bell. We got so much stuff coming up. We're gonna be driving on the Icefields Parkway, so we're really excited about that. We've heard great things about that.
And we're gonna take you along so you can see it too.
Yeah, you are coming with us. So make sure you stick around for next week. We love you guys. Until next time.
Take care of each other.
Love each other.
And make every moment count.
We'll see you next time, guys.